Well, you've probably seen many appeals on social media right now about the JEE exams or the NEET or the NEET examinations from students across the country who are asking these exams be postponed. The matter even went up to the Supreme Court. Let's find out what's really going on. Well, the Joint Entrance Examination, the JEE, and the National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test, or the NEET, are nationwide entrance tests that are conducted for engineering and medical colleges respectively. Now, they're conducted across the nation at the same time so that students across the country get a level playing field to apply to these two types of universities or colleges, which means that in order for these examinations to be properly conducted, we must ensure that all students get equal opportunity. Now, normally, under normal circumstances, the JEE Main would be conducted in April and the NEET would be conducted in May. This year, of course, because of the lockdown and COVID, both of these examinations were postponed. And the government has now decided that they will be scheduled in September. So JEE Mains will be conducted between 1st and 6th of September, and NEET will be held on September 13 across the country. Now, the exams are scheduled and conducted by the National Testing Authority, or the NTA, that comes under the Education Ministry of the Government of India. Students across the country have been asking that these exams be postponed again and not be held at these current dates. The government, on the other hand, doesn't seem to agree. Let's first take a look at the various reasons the students are right now offering. First of all, obviously, is COVID. Now, back in April and May, when the exams were cancelled, India had a total number of cases of 1,775 at the beginning of May and about 8,300 at the end of May. Today, India has 30 lakh cases, or 3 million cases reported totally across the country. Students feel that this puts their lives at risk, and not only them, they put the lives of their family members, especially parents and grandparents who might be suffering from comorbidities or different other diseases, at risk as well. The second problem is the flooding situation. According to the government, 11 states have faced flooding issues right now across the country, the worst of which is Bihar, in which 16 districts are affected by flooding out of a total of 38 districts. Now, other than Bihar, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, parts of Meghalaya, the Konkan region in Maharashtra, Karnataka, Rajasthan and Kerala have faced either landslides or flash flooding or waterlogging. Now, students say this makes it difficult for them to travel, and for those who are actually facing flooding inside of their houses, it makes it difficult for them to prepare for the exams.
सर, मैं नीट का एस्पायरेंट हूँ। मैं इस परिस्थिति में जूझ रहा हूँ और मेरा एग्ज़ाम 13 सितंबर को होने वाला है। इस परिस्थिति में डूबे हुए हैं और हमारा यहाँ पे ट्रांसपोर्ट की सुविधा का भी सब कुछ बंद है। यहाँ पे ट्रांसपोर्ट व्यवस्था सब बंद है और हम चाहते हैं, या हमारी मांगे हैं कि आप नीट और जेईई मेंस का जो एग्ज़ाम है उसको पोस्टपोन करने की कोशिश करें प्लीज़ सर।
The third reason is a lockdown in some states and the lack of transport. In Bihar, for example, the NEET exam will only be held in 2 districts, in Patna and Gaya. So students have to travel hundreds of kilometers from their hometown into these 2 districts in order to take the examination. Hotels are not open right now, and there is a lack of public transport as Bihar has extended its lockdown into the first week of September. Now, other than this, the public transport is not functioning in many states. And of course, there are no hotels. So if they have to travel away from their hometown to take the examination, often with a family member, where do they stay? What do they eat if there are no hotels or restaurants open? And this poses another challenge. So a combination of being worried about catching COVID or bringing it home, not knowing how to travel to their examination centers, and unable to figure out the logistics of it all is, of course, putting a lot of mental health pressure on students as well. This is what students had to say to us.
A lot of anxiety is getting built up among the students due to the uncertainty of the examination.
We are nearing 70,000 cases every day. States have floods. People can't draw. They don't have any means of transport to go to their centers. Their centers are 200 to 300 kilometers away from their house.
The SOPs look extremely good on paper, but while implementing it on ground, we have seen it that every time it's failed, and most importantly, I don't think that it will be a fair chance to each and every student, because the ones who are suffering from COVID-19, they are not able to prepare. The ones who are in the quarantine center, they are not able to prepare.
And there's lockdown in Bihar, there are no trains and there's no private transportation facility. I'm really concerned how we'll be able to reach the examination center. And there's also fear of spreading the infection there.
So 11 students from 11 different states filed a petition before the Supreme Court, asking that these two examinations be postponed for the reasons I just listed. The court dismissed that petition. A 3-judge bench headed by Justice Arun Mishra basically said that it will not interfere with the decision of the NTA. It said the careers of students cannot be put in peril. We find no merit in the petition, and the petition was dismissed. Now, this effectively leaves the decision to the NTA and the Education Ministry under the Government of India, because the court has said it will not interfere with the government decision, which means it's up to the government to decide. The government has decided that the exams will go on as per schedule. In a note issued by the NTA, the authorities have said that out of a total of 8,58,293 candidates of the JEE main exam, 6,49,223 candidates have already downloaded their admission cards, which means that they are prepared to take the exam. The NTA has also said that it has allowed candidates to change their examination center 5 times over if they're not comfortable. And in the JEE main, 63,931 candidates have used this option. In the NEET, 95,000 candidates have chosen to change their center. And they say effectively 99.89% of the candidates signed up for NEET have already picked their first choice of city. Now, the government is suggesting that students are ready because they have downloaded their examination hall tickets and that they have picked their particular center. But students on the internet and social media are saying that they have no choice. Also consider that if examination centers are in only 2 districts of a particular state, then you're choosing among those 2 districts because you aren't really being given any choice near your hometown. So the problems that we listed out haven't really gone away. Now, the NTA has stressed that there will be elaborate arrangements that will be made to sanitize the center before and after the exam. Fresh masks will be given to students and gloves will be handed over on demand. But this doesn't take away from the fact that it does put stress on the students of contracting COVID from traveling, from being in a room with a large number of people, and of course for it weighing on their mind when they're taking this exam. Remember that they start preparing for in the 9th standard and only take 4 years later. So should the government consider postponing these examinations? I believe the answer lies in the purpose of the exam. Like I said in the beginning, these entrance tests are conducted across the country at the same time so that everybody gets an equal playing field. Irrespective of whether they live in a village or a city, or if their parents are rich or poor, everyone gets to compete equally. Except that in this case, there seems to be a disadvantage being built in for poorer students, students who live in villages or smaller towns, or students whose parents don't have enough money to afford a private car or to hire a taxi, who would have otherwise relied on public transport like buses or trains. Students who might already have some sort of pre-existing comorbidity, or whose parents might be suffering from comorbidities causing extra vulnerability or stress. All of these things put them at a disadvantage. It defeats the purpose really of conducting an entrance examination where everybody should be allowed to compete equally. At the end of the day, the exams are conducted for the benefit of the students to gain admission. And if the students feel that there is a disadvantage right now, maybe the government should listen more closely.